Yo, what's up with it, man? Hey, listen. So, I've been seeing these recent clips of Stephen A. Smith going off on Jason Whitlock. I haven't seen a full video. So, today what we're going to do is check out Jason Whitlock, what he said to trigger Stephen A. Smith, because I really don't know what it was all about, you know what I mean? And then we're going to go check out the full clips of Stephen A. Smith going in at this dude so we can, you know what I'm saying, have some context and see what's going on.
Disney and ESPN installs.
Hold on, bro. What is this? Okay, Steve there on the right, but who is this person on the left? That look like a female, bro. Come on. Oh, man.
Smith at the top of the sports media world because his inadequacies as a journalist make him easy to control. When you don't earn a position, your loyalties go to the handlers who installed you. It's why Harvard chose Claudine Gay on TV. In November of 2022, not that long ago, November of 2022, what is that, 14 months ago, 15 months ago? On the set of NBA Countdown with Malika Andrews, Jalen Rose, and JJ Redick, ESPN ran a graphic of Smith, Rose, and Redick's senior year stats. Let's play this clip. I don't know what is it? Yeah, slot number 4. Slot number 3. Number 3. I want to play the clip of Stephen A. Smith of Malika Andrews and JJ Redick and Jalen Rose. Here's Stephen A. Smith talking about his senior year.
We're coming off college hoops, guys. Yeah. So I do want to show you all a little something. I got a little something to show you here. Before we dig into the NBA, take a look at this blind resume here. It's 3 players. Their scoring average in each person's final college season. Do we have any guesses who this might be? Jalen, who do you think? What is this?
Nah, this is hilarious. JJ's on the right.
It's our starting lineup from tonight.
Well, they're not telling us I only played one game because I cracked my kneecap in half, but that's neither here nor there.
That is neither here.
Did y'all just look and hear what Stephen A. Smith just said on national TV? They put his senior year stats up. Everybody's giggling, and you can tell Stephen A's pretty uncomfortable early on. He ain't in on the joke, or maybe no one warned him. I don't know. He tried to loosen up at the end. But then at the end, he says, what they're not telling y'all is I only played one game because I cracked my knee. And then, look, I'm not good at math. Math is not my strength. I was a writer, and I struggle. I use both my hands and toes to count. But walk me through this and walk yourself through it. 1.5 points per game. How do you average that in one game? Is there a 1.5 pointer in Division II basketball? How do you do it? It can't be done. See, it can't be done. It's comical. It's an impossibility. And I know I'm not great at math, but you can't average 1.5 points a game in basketball in one game. So, that's November of 22. Stephen A. Smith's book comes out, I think in January, February, whatever. My conjecture is he's catching some heat because maybe behind the scenes people have read his book and they got questions. And so on his own podcast show, Stephen A. Smith in August of 2023 offers up an explanation. I believe this is SOT number 4. Let's play that. This is Stephen A. Smith explaining his college basketball career.
Let's get the basketball stuff out of the way. I'm sick and tired of people lying about my basketball resume. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that I wasn't great, I'm talking about compared to greatness. I was good enough to get a basketball scholarship. I was good enough to get my education paid for with 2 bad knees. They talk about I averaged 1.5 points a game. I saw some article on social media. That's a lie. It was less. See that? You didn't know I was going to say that, did you? It was less than that. It's a lie. How about 0? Because I never played, because I cracked my kneecap in half. I got operated on at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. My mama was by my bedside. My sisters came to see me. They said I'd never walk straight again. My bone cracked in half my first year at Winston-Salem State. I still have those knee pains to this very day. Still. In the knee that still has a 6-inch screw in it that I never took out. And in the left knee, because I spent years overcompensating for the pain in the right knee. You didn't know that, did you? Did you? You want to sit up there and think, I just ride the bench. I couldn't play. Ask people who played against me whether or not I could play.
So, Stephen A. Smith is now saying it's a lie that he played any games at Winston-Salem State. That's what he said in August of 2023. In November of 2022, he told the lie. In his book, he insinuates the lie that he occasionally played. And then what's even more just bizarre, and I don't have an answer for any of this. I don't know, I can't, and I've been looking, I can't get to the bottom of any of Stephen A. Smith's alleged high school, college, junior college basketball career. But he's now saying he never played in any game because he cracked his knee. Let's put up the image of the 1991 stat sheet for Winston-Salem State University. I think I gave y'all that image of the stat sheet for the 1991 Winston-Salem State. There's a Stephen Smith listed on that stat sheet that says he played 9 games. And I believe it says he averaged 1.5 points. And I believe that's probably where ESPN reached the conclusion in that November 2022 segment that like, oh, this is Stephen A. Smith's senior year. These are his stats. Let's put it up. And that's why Stephen A., if you go back and rewatch he looks so uncomfortable. Maybe no one told him because everyone just bought the assertions, the lies, the insinuations that Stephen A. Smith played basketball at Winston-Salem State. And so ESPN said, well, here's Stephen Smith. Here's a guy that played 9 games. This coincides with when Stephen A. Smith says he was in college. This must be Stephen A. Smith. And so they ran the stats. So it's just, are there 2 Stephen A. Smiths? Or 2, take the A out, are there 2 Stephen Smiths that played at Winston-Salem State? Because one guy, according to the stat sheet, played 9 games, and the guy on TV is saying he never played a game. His entire existence at Winston-Salem, it's weird. His First Take show has traveled back to the campus at least twice. But the only picture we've ever been shown, or the only picture I have been able to discover that ESPN shows that represent Stephen A. Smith's college experience at Winston-Salem State. Can we put up the Wilt Chamberlain program picture of Stephen A. Smith? It's the only one they ever show. Can we put that up? He's in his jersey. It's like a standard headshot for a game day program. Anytime ESPN talks about Stephen A. Smith's college basketball career or experience, we get one single shot, that shot. The guy on the right is Big House Gaines, the coach, who again, Stephen A. Smith in his memoir claims that, Big House Gaines was like a father figure. I sat in his office and we talked and he was my mentor and he's my guide and he's this and that. Big House Gaines in his book, no mention of Stephen A. Smith. But anytime ESPN goes to Winston-Salem State, references Stephen A. Smith's alleged college career as a basketball player, they show that picture on the left, or I don't know what side it is.
So now we know why Stephen A. went off. So now let's check out the response of Stephen A. Smith.